Hi everybody, welcome to the next devlog for City of Gangsters. This is our mafia management game that we've been working on, and in this video series we're just showing what we're building. My name is Rob, and I will be showing you a little bit about, this time, about resources and weapons. So these video devlogs are kind of basically what we're working on. The game is currently in alpha. It will ship next year, so we're still building out a bunch of stuff. So you're gonna see stuff that's in progress and some of it that's closer to being done. So the focus today is on resources, just to show just very quickly the kind of what kind of variety of resources you deal with and what you do with them, and also how you discover new resources. So, this is the map that I've loaded from a save file. This is a game in progress. I've started a very small empire over the course of last year. I've taken over a few corners. I've already ran into a few rival outfits. So the Hoffman outfit is up here. The Goodman outfit is over to the left. I'm going to leave them alone though, because for the purpose of this very quick demo, I'm just going to take a look at some resources. So what I'm doing in my business is I have a backroom wine operation. It produces brick wine at the clip of 49 crocks every 35 days, so every month or so. And as you can see from these arrows, I go and distribute them to different places. But the set of resources is much larger than that. So among these various overlays and info dialogues up here, the resource overlay is probably the most interesting right now. We can see there's a variety of different things we can do. Of the kinds of illegal alcohols we could be dealing with, right now we only know about 4. There are more alcohols in the game that we haven't discovered yet. Then there's a variety of ingredients, so we don't have to be buying and selling. We could also be making stuff. And that's more profitable. It leads you towards this kind of like vertical integration of your industry, which is always more beneficial because it gives you higher efficiency and more money in what you can do. But it's also more work because now you have to source your supplies from various places, and some of these supplies are harder to get. So we can take a look at using these overlays to figure out what's what. We can see who is dealing with brick wine or hard cider or other things. If we switch back to brick wine, which is what we're manufacturing, we can see there's a bunch of places that buys brick wine, which is good for us. This is the kind of an area that is going to buy it from us. Now, these are only the people that we know who trust us. Chances are there are more people out here. Like we've also befriended people down here, but there's a lot of huge chunks of the city that we don't know, or if we knew, businesses that just don't trust us yet. So part of our job is to expand our influence, expand our friendships, and make sure that people trust us and that they will buy from us. We can see, for example, homemade beer is less popular. Moonshine is somewhat popular. If we could make moonshine, that would be really good because it's very profitable. The problem with moonshine is you need neutral alcohol to make that. And we can see there are no sellers of neutral alcohol anywhere. We just can't find them. They probably exist out there. We just haven't run into them yet. This is something that you would find in industrial parts of the city. What I mean is, when we look at zoning, we can see whether we're sort of residential or commercial or industrial parts of the city. And we see there are pockets of industrial areas over here in different places, over by the railroad and so on. Unfortunately, this industrial corridor is inside rival territory, so we can't do anything about that. So the other part that's in here is various other materials. Cigarettes, gasoline are things that you might be able to get in other ways. Construction materials are useful for your own upgrades. And weapons. Only some weapons show up here. So we can go and buy a crowbar at a hardware store. We can buy a pocket knife at a different store. Like, this family hardware store sells pocket knives, right? They're good in a scrap, but they're as far as weapons go, they're not very effective. Fortunately, for the sake of this particular demo, I've equipped my people with Tommy guns, Thompson submachine guns. They are incredibly lethal. It's really hard to lose a fight when you have your people equipped with Tommy guns. And we can see that example really quickly. I'm going to drive over my two guys to visit Ms. Rita Webster. We haven't talked a lot about these sort of corner hooligans. They are not quite like gangs, like other outfits. They could be neutral, they could be positive, they could be negative, depending on what you do. And some of them are beneficial. They will introduce you to certain illegal goods and activities, and some of them are maybe less useful. So I'm just going to use poor Miss Rita over here as an example. I'm going to drive my two crew members over here. And her territory is just a single corner. There's not much going on here. There's a furniture store and there's a safe house. This is where she stores whatever falls off the back of a truck, wherever she is. So we're going to talk to Rita. We're going to have Miłosz go talk to her. She's slightly friendly towards us, not for long. And we can ask her for a few things. Right at this point, our options are limited because we haven't really done very much business together or anything like that. So we can ask her to stop harassing businesses that we care about, which she might or might not agree to. We can try to do business on her corner. For example, if we really wanted to do business with this furniture store, we would have to get her permission in some way, whether by force or not. Or we can just pick a fight. So, you know what? I don't like the way you're looking at me. Now, the reason why I'm doing this, I'm going to just attack her unprovoked immediately. And I hope you'll forgive that sort of like combat screen. We are, as I mentioned before, we're in alpha, so that bit of UI is going to get, this bit of UI is going to get a little bit of a makeover in not too long. But right now, what is important to get across is that in a combat situation, you send your people over and then you pick who's attacking whom. So I can pick, I have two people from my team on the corner. There's only one of them on the corner, so it's easy. The only target is Rita that we can pick. And we can pick what kind of weapons we want to use. We could just attack with bare fists and have a fist fight, which is good for getting somebody to see, convincing somebody that maybe they should ease up or something like that, trying to hurt them without actually doing a lot of damage. Because if you attack with a submachine gun, chances are you will kill them. And this is exactly what's going to happen right now. We initiate that, and the outcome immediately is we kill poor Rita. Her health goes down to 0, and that's a function of how strong the weapon is. The Thompson submachine gun is really difficult to find, but it's incredibly powerful. We should get off of this corner quickly because police is going to get there right away. But before we do, we can go and search the safe house that she left behind, because all of these other entities, like ourselves, are also doing some kinds of deals and stuff. So she probably has stuff in her safe house. And sure enough, we rifle through it and we see not only did we get cash, but we also got some alcohol, which is useful, like hard cider. Also bathtub gin. This is something we did not know about. This is a new thing to us. And we can see in this notification over here, we've learned about the new resource. Bathtub gin is something that you get by diluting neutral alcohol and mixing in spices. And this is something that, now that we know about this, we could potentially start making it. Well, almost. Now it shows up in this list. It wasn't here before, but now it shows up, and we can see, there's actually one person who's willing to buy it. So we might be interested in expanding our production into this. And we don't have the skill to learn it just yet. Our skills are a little bit more limited. We have some bootlegging, brick wine production we have some optimizations for that, but we don't have the skill for learning how to make this new kind of alcohol. So that is something that we're going to need to scout out and figure out how to learn it and find people who will teach us the details, and then we can start making even more profits. So this list of resources is a partial list of what's in the game. We're not going to tell you what's in the game. I'm hoping that everybody will discover over time the breadth of different resources that are available and the different depth of different production chains that will get you there. But we'll talk about production chains, next time, or maybe in 2 or 3 videos. So that's that for today. Thank you very much, and hope you're enjoying these developer videos, and we'll be posting more of them soon. Thank you.